Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. You are seeing the Multiverse Championship. Well, I'm going to talk about Summer Speak, okay? I'll talk about Summer Speak, 25th August 2021. It was the main event of the Summer Speak. Well, a lot of things happened, and I'm going to talk about first, of course, what happened in Summer Speak, the 25th August 2021. So it was a wrestling event, and there were two matches. Two matches. The first one was for the R Tag Team Championships, so a tag team match, and it was between the Alliance and Morocco team. So Alliance, we're talking about the German Surfer and Calyptus, so the tag team of the German Surfer and Calyptus, and Morocco team was made by Rashid and Morad. So two wrestlers that wrestled before for the title for the Multiverse Championship in the Open Challenge that the Phantom organized. So this match, I can tell you that the German Surfer and Calyptus retained their titles, their R10 team titles, defeating the Morocco team, so Rashid and Morad. It was 5 minutes only, where all the four entered the ring. First, it was the Surfer. I have this all written because, it's a lot of things. So, first, it was the Surfer that started to give a beating on Rashid, and then Rashid tagged Morad that started to beat the Surfer, but he fought back, and then he tagged Calyptus. The Turkish had a good performance, but he didn't get the free count. Rashid enters the ring to help Morad, and then the German Surfer hits a powerful clothesline on Rashid that fell. The Surfer made a cover. The referee counted 1, 2, 3, and it's over. So, the winners of this match, and still the R Tag Team champions, the Alliance. Well, this is a very interesting thing, when they created our the tag team division, so they named R because of Republic, so R Tag Team Championships. It's a very interesting thing because, two versus two in the same ring, it's always a different thing because let's face it, it's like a team, right? So it's not only one on one, but it's a team. So it's a very interesting thing, the tag team division. And at the moment, the champions are the first ever, are still the champions. So the German Surfer and Calyptos. So they call themselves the Alliance. And of course, the main event of the evening of Summer Speak on the 25th August 2021. So it was for, as you can see, the Multiverse Championship. Vilhena versus Rick Venice. So Vilhena was the Multiverse Champion and Rick Venice was the challenger. And outside the ring, we have the R Tag Team champions, so the Alliance, and then Sky, so Vilhena's wife, Sky was there, and the redhead witch was there too. Within the public, the Phantom, well, is going to watch. So he's going to watch the match, and he's waiting. So waiting for an arrival inside. So inside the ring, inside the square circle, there was Vilhena. So the Multiverse Champion since March 2021. So the referee was Rodri, and the challenger, Rick Venice. Rick Venice. Rick Venice, the winner of the number one contender tournament. And I can tell you, this was very interesting because of the triple threat match. So, the triple threat match was 1 month ago, so on July 2021, between Vilhena, Rick Venice, and the Phantom. And Vilhena pinned the Phantom for the 3 count and retained the title. So he defended the title successfully. But of course, a triple threat match, well, it's always different because there are three people, so three wrestlers fighting each other. And Rick Venice reclaimed that, well, he should have a rematch because, well, the Phantom was added to the championship match because, well, he was never eliminated in the number one contender tournament. So the number one contender tournament ended with Rick Venice as the winner. But the Phantom won the match in the quarterfinals against BP, but he was severely injured, so he could not continue the tournament. So he didn't fight for in the semifinals because he couldn't. He was recovering. So the board of directors made that decision, but with a clause. So if the Phantom with the loss, the Phantom couldn't fight for the Multiverse Championship anytime soon. And when we said anytime soon, we're talking about 2021. So all the year, no? And, well, Vilhena won. Vilhena pinned the Phantom. And Rick Venice was reclaiming, so he was wondering, well, I should have a rematch because I wasn't pinned. There was, well, they added someone else to the championship match. So the decision of the board of directors was logic because Rick Venice should have another chance because, well, he didn't lose. He wasn't pinned. He wasn't submitted. So the logic was this event at Summer's Peak. Well, and of course, this was the first time that the R enterprises were organizing an event, a pro wrestling event. It was the first time. So it was very interesting to see what was going to happen, you know? Very interesting because it was the first event or organized event. Because, well, there were a lot of matches for the multiverse title, for also before for the Outtake Team Championship. It was created on May, and, well, a lot of things, a lot of things. So it was very interesting to see what was going to happen. And of course, the ring announcer says Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you were all been waiting for. This is the main event of the evening, Summer's Peak, for the Multiverse Championship. And then, of course, the ring announcer made some introductions. So, introducing first the challenger from Venice, Italy, is a former Multiverse champion and the winner of the number one contender tournament, Rick Venice. And now the Multiverse champion. He is a former Taekwondo champion. Since he became Multiverse champion, he defended successfully his title five times. Five times. Vilhena. The bell rings. Here we go. Well, I can tell you, I'm going just, this is just a resume, of course, a resume. I can tell that it was a back and forth match. About 18 minutes, I think. 18 minutes, a lot of time. I can tell you that Vilhena tried submission holds like the SDF, and Boston Crab, but, well, Rick Venice was able to escape it holding the bottom rope. Because if a pro wrestler grabs the bottom rope, well, the referee says that the wrestler that is applying the submission hold, he must stop. Well, are the rules. And then Rick Venice had three near falls. Three near falls. Well, I can tell that what are these three near falls? Well, when a wrestler is able to knock down the other one, he made a cover. So he puts himself on the chest and make the cover. So he lifts one leg, and the other wrestler is lying on the mat with the two shoulders on the mat. So a near fall is when the referee counted one, two, but the wrestler that is down is able to lift one of the two shoulders. And then, of course, the match continues because if the wrestler stay down with a three count, well, he loses. Well, Rick Venice had three near falls, so after a strong clothesline, a roll up, and a front kick. Well, and Vilhena hit the super kick. Well, we're talking about the Taekwondo, former Taekwondo champion. He has very, very, very good kicks. And the super kick, well, in Taekwondo, they call the dolly, well, is a very strong kick. And Vilhena hit the super kick, and he made a cover. The referee counted one, two, but Rick Venice put the foot on the bottom rope to avoid the loss. Well, I can tell you when a wrestler, well, is with the two shoulders, okay, the two shoulders, they are on the mat. The referee counted one, two, and then if the foot is on the bottom rope, well, he didn't lose. He doesn't lose. Doesn't lose. There are rules. But it was the German surfer that put the foot on the bottom rope. And the referee saw nothing. Nothing at all. The redhead witch distracted Rick Venice when he was making the cover on Vilhena. Twice. Yes, twice. So the red-headed witch was laughing many times, and Vilhena started to punch Rick many times. And I can tell you that Rick seemed tired because, well, he's running out of gas. So in this match, you can see that it was some interference from outside. So the German surfer helped Rick Venice putting his foot on the bottom rope to avoid a loss. And on the other hand, so Vilhena was being helped by the Red Hat Witch one more time, and well, she was distracting Rick Venice when he was making the cover, and well, she was laughing to of course to distract the Italian wrestler. And then the witch was laughing and she was satisfied with the predictable outcome of the combat. And well, of course, it was a back and forth match, but well, Vilhena was with some advantage, and probably Vilhena would win the match one more time and well retain the title. And then the Redhead Witch looks at the phantom that it was within the public. The phantom was getting worried because the Shadow Wizard, yes, the Shadow Wizard, well, doesn't show up, and the phantom thinks, well, is he really coming? Is he really coming? Well, and suddenly, the lights start flashing and falling. Everyone couldn't understand what was going on. And the phantom feels satisfied and relieved because, well, he's coming after all. And in the middle of the ring, coming out of nowhere, a small black tornado appears. There is a huge bang that shakes the entire arena. And when the tornado starts to dissipate, to everyone's astonishment, a figure appears in the center of the tornado. It's the Shadow Wizard. Yeah, so Shadow Wizard was back. Well, was back because of the Phantom. Because the Phantom wanted Shadow Wizard to finish the Red Witch. And the Phantom thinks it's here. It's going to start. Vilhena is petrified when he sees the Shadow Wizard, and the witch is stunned. Well, and the Shadow Wizard says, Vilhena, I didn't forget what you did last time, but I'm here for another reason. And there's the reason. The Shadow Wizard said this, and he was pointing to the witch. The witch glares at the phantom, and the next moment the shadow appears a few meters in front of her, and when she looks at him, the shadow wizard says, Ivan? Is that you? I didn't even recognize you with that red hair. I thought we got rid of you 5 years ago. And the redhead witch says, yes, Kares, we meet again. I've been hiding in this poor world, recovering my strength. And when I knew you had been here, I decided to find a way. Yes, I decided to find a way to attract you back here. Since it wasn't enough, since it wasn't enough that I caused your defeat in combat with the Phantom. Now I'm finally getting my revenge. Well, very strong dialogue, right? Very strong dialogue between the Shadow Wizard and the Headed Witch. Well, it seems that they knew each other. They knew each other. And the Phantom can't believe it. They know each other. The Shadow Wizard says, all this just to get me here and get revenge? Didn't you learn anything? Disappear from this world, or I will do it for you. The lights start to blink again, and there is a tremor and a wave of energy coming from the two sorcerers. The Red Witch says, give it a try, show something. So she creates a cylindrical shadow around the right hand. So he creates a cylindrical shadow around the right hand, and he says, shadow missile attack. And in an instant, a missile-shaped window shoots towards the Red Witch. And with his hands, he creates a shield. Yes, a shield, and deflects the attack. Piercing the ceiling. All the arena is looking at the surprise, and Rick Venice from behind. Rick Venice rolls up Vilhena. The referee counts 1, 2, 3, and the bell rings. The winner of this match and the new Multiverse Champion, Rick Venice.